This is my review of the QKZ VK1s. I think these have been around since 2018, mid 2018, something like that. I've always had my eye on them, so I bought them in the recent AliExpress sale, the 10th anniversary sale. Quite an interesting shape. Anyway, packaging is, because it's essentially a TRN V10, I think was the shape, which is one I've never tried. The V10 is not meant to be very good, but they've kept it simple with this and put a single, obviously, DD in there. Kept the shape, but yeah, packaging basic. Coaxial 4 units. I don't know what they mean by that, because each one is 2 drivers in one. I think so. That's what they might mean as a total. High res, allegedly. Yeah, just basic stuff. So yeah, 0.75 pin type. I've used these with my CCA cable, which is, it's one I use in my C10. It's one of these type of cables, and these don't actually go green. They got the colour on, so you know exactly which is which, and it ends in this termination. So yeah, that's the cable I use. Cheap and cheerful cable, works well on my C10s, which I've still kept. I like those, so I'm keeping them. Considering they're a bit old tech, but yeah, anyway. So yeah, 0.75, 3.5 obviously connector, cable length, frequency range, which is more than you can hear anyway, 30 ohms and 108 decibels sensitivity. I found these are kind of hard to push in comparison to its newer sibling, the VK4, which is easy to power and more sensitive, and that's it. So what you get is you get basically a TRN cable, right, left, nothing special. The QKZ branding. If you know a TRN product, it's the same. Be wary of these, is they're like spaghetti. They get tangled so easy. They're a nightmare. But bear in mind, this is cheap. This cost me around £9.50 or something like that. So it wasn't much money at all. And it comes with 6 tips in here, as you can just about see, are small and large tips, and the ones that come with them are mediums. So not a KZ tip, so they're a bit different. Obviously you can see the nozzle length R, L. So if you quickly glance at them, you can't see because of reflections. But yeah, right to left, kind of recessed in. But like I said, I used it that CCA / KZ cable, and it fits. You know, it fits in that. See, there's an indentation. Fits in. You know, fits in fine. Yeah, comfort. Considering what it looks like, I had no issues with comfort. But for longer periods, this bit might annoy you. This top part. And I think it would have been better with their like emblem, their logo slapped on. So there's the driver. Basically, that's a small crossover section between the two. It's like one dynamic, but there's 2 of them. It's like a 2-in-1 dynamic. You can just about see the wiring. So in essence, it's one dynamic, but there's 2 inside it. So right, yeah. So right, so it fits like that. Quite long nozzle, but again, I had no issues. Vent for the dynamic. That's it. Build quality seems fine. As you can say, they aren't much money. As you say, its only competitor is probably itself, which is this one. This one's much newer, so they're quite different in size. But they both use the same cables. But anyway, yes, so comfort was fine. That bit up here may annoy you after a while. It did a little bit with me, but you have to throw some time at it to do that. Short bursts, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour. I think you should be fine. More than that, it may annoy you. Let's get to the bad bits. The sound. These sound very average, is the best way I can probably put it. So like sub bass, there isn't really none. There's a bit of a bump in the mid bass. Not the blonde's bass here. What's the best way to describe it? These have an oval warm sound. So these aren't a bright pair of earphones. The VK4s in comparison, which use a different driver, which is more sensitive, a better driver in my opinion, has more treble, there's more detail. This sounds a little bit muddy in certain tracks, just depends obviously, you know, what you're listening to, but it sounds a bit muddy. The mids are there, but it sounds odd. The tuning sounds a little bit odd. They're not out of phase or anything like that, because I've already checked, but it just sounds muddy, like vocals, male vocals or female vocals. They sound a little bit. They should be clearer. I don't know if it's a driver issue or how they've tuned it, or from the plastics of the casing. I don't know, but the VK4 just sounds better in that respect. And then the treble, it sounds a bit. There's no sibilance. It sounds a little dark. Is probably the best way to put it. There's enough detail there, but it's just you want a bit more. It sounds quite dark sounding, like I don't know. Yeah, I sound disappointed because I am. But then again, these are an older product. Maybe it's the type of nozzle or how it's built, but yeah, I'd like a little bit more detail. It should be a touch brighter. I don't mean like V-shaped bright, just needs a bit more. It sounds like it's a really safe tuning, is probably the best way to put it. You know, I'd want a little bit more treble, a little bit more clearer mids, because it's just, nobody likes, you know, muddy sounding music. Isolation was okay. Sound stage was average at best, like at the best. Like sensitivity could be better, but then again, that's probably by design. And yeah, if you're looking to buy this, don't buy this. Buy its sibling, the VK4, which is, I think when I bought these, was roughly the same price, give or take, less than £1 or less than $1 probably. But one thing though, compared to the VK4, this does secure better because of that. It's a more, so if you want to use this for something like jogging or running or an activity, these might be better for pure fitment, not sound. But yeah, by the VK4, I think it's a better sounding earphone. It's much clearer, instruments sound better, details better. That doesn't get any sibilance in my ears. I think it's superior, but yeah, that's my opinion. But yeah, just get the VK4. It's a bad item. And yeah, thanks for watching. But one thing though, these things do look good in the flesh, and that's how it sits with the tip on. And that's it. Okay, they're just average at its price. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video. Take care and stay safe out there.